Hey, this is Mariela from the Functional Company. All right, today I want to talk about how to flip your kids' mindset about health. Just recently, I was getting some breakfast and I overheard a young girl. She was probably about 13 or 14 years old. And she was just commenting, oh, I can eat anything because I'm skinny. And I remember that I used to think that way too, because skinny, the way that it was presented to me by the media was that was, if you're skinny, you're healthy, right? And so pretty much kids just think, a lot of kids think, and I used to think like, hey, as long as I'm skinny, I'm probably healthy. And that means I could just keep eating sugar and it doesn't matter, right? And so flipping somebody's mindset about it is just the way that you have to flip your own mindset about it. It's like really understanding what the body needs for fuel, basically, right? And what is gonna help to sustain the body long term and keep it nice and healthy, what really healthy means, right? And it's not skinny. Being at our ideal weight is a side effect of health, but there's a lot of people who are skinny and actually have a lot of health problems, right? So it's very important to start to teach kids a lot more about listening to what the body is actually trying to say to them, right? So we shouldn't be tired. We should have a good amount of energy. Our periods, if you're women, then they should be normal. You shouldn't have like all these cramps and all of these problems, headaches, tiredness, all this crazy stuff that happens around menstrual cycles, which is basically also taught that it's normal, right? A lot of it has to do with the diet, and a lot of it has to do with detoxifying toxins from the body. But the main thing here is just to start to teach kids how the body works and have a better relationship in terms of how to keep it well, how to keep it functioning normally, and what to look out for when it's not, right? And the thing to look out for is not if you're skinny. That is not gonna tell you whether or not you're healthy. So the main thing with kids is like, if you're watching these videos and they make sense to you, it's something that you can easily understand, then it's something you can share with a kid, right? A lot of these things I'm trying to really make them in a way that can be very easily understood. And so if you think, hey, this is really valuable information, it's something that you can have in the household to just once a week, share a video, ask them what they think, ask them how they could apply it, what they think is the best thing to do, and just start to teach them to navigate through the world of food, right? Because there's a lot of really tasty foods that are really destructive for the body. And then there's food that is actually really proper fuel for the body. And it's basically teaching kids from an early age how to discern or differentiate between food that tastes good but isn't good for the body and food that tastes good and is very good for the body, right? Really teach them the rules of the body by sharing more videos with them and really having a conversation in the household, because it's setting them up so that the rest of their lives are going to be much easier to just keep themselves healthy, right? It's just gonna be a lot easier for them. Otherwise, it's gonna be like us, right? Where something breaks down when you're an adult because you just thought, hey, I'm skinny, who cares? And then you get to be 30, 40 years old or whatever, sometimes even younger than that, and something just breaks down and then you're just like, oh my gosh, how did I gain 20 pounds? Or why am I tired all the time? Or how did I get this diagnosis? But we've carried on these terrible habits for 30 years and then we're suddenly surprised when something breaks down. Well, we don't have to do the same thing. With kids, don't have to do the same thing. We can actually help them from a very early age to really understand how to keep themselves well, so they don't have this confusion of skinny equals healthy, right? You can be at your ideal weight, but it's a side effect of health. And that's not the only thing that we have to look for. We're looking at mental focus and mood and energy level and good menstrual cycle and all these different things, good sleep, right? These are the better indicators of health, and we want to keep doing the things that are keeping that in, right? All right, so thanks so much for tuning in. Definitely share this with kids and anybody you know that has kids, because we just want to make sure that we get set up the next generation in a very easy, simple way so that they can understand health. All right, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the flip side. Hey, if you're liking the information on this channel, don't forget to subscribe, click the button, and share this with your friends and family. We've got lots more information coming. Thanks so much for being here.